Nikolas, here is a look at Run 1 holiday race. Let's check it out.
Awesome. That was fun. You did a great job. All right, do we have our boys coming soon, Tops?
Next point is number 5-9, and it's Jagger. He'll be in the red.
All right. Some good turns in there. A couple things we got to work on. Because it's a duel, we can kind of get a visual of some of the things. You're up against Max here. You can see right now how Max has, more of a, we'll call it an athletic, lower position. He's got more body angles. We want to have a long outside leg and a short inside leg. Yours are both kind of long because we have to use ankles and knees first to roll up the skis and then move the hip to the inside. You're standing up taller, your hip is much higher, thus, both legs are long. So your body tends to be, more like this, right? And we're looking to have a little more, well, it's not drawn well. It's hard to see, but more like that. Because what he's able to do is roll the skis up higher on edge with that body position. You can see those skis are not rolled up nearly as much as Max, right? So therefore, they're flatter and they're going to skid a little bit more. You kind of lost the outside ski here. This body position will also tend to bring weight to the inside. And you lost the outside ski, meaning it kind of ran on you. Right there, feet widened, and you had to kind of chuck them sideways to get back online, I guess. So, it's going to be a progression all year. You're doing great, and we're making progress. We want to get to be more what Max is doing as opposed to this, right? That, we want upper and lower body separation. What you're doing there is clearly going to have weight towards the inside. Another thing is we don't want to stand up really tall in between the gates. You can see over here with Max, keeps kind of a low profile, gets the skis from one side to the other without standing up tall. Because when we stand up tall right here, and this is something we've been talking about, your feet during the transition tend to get close together. And when they come under you, you stand up tall and they're close together, really hard at the top of the turn to get much, skis up on edge. We can't really pressure the outside ski. Right, so we've got to make sure that we are keeping a consistent width throughout the turn and transition. And again, it's going to be sort of the same story because of this. It's going to have weight on the inside ski, and you can see here how you lost the outside ski. It ran on you, went down the hill with no weight on it. You're kind of playing catch up through that turn, but this is a pretty good turn here. I like this one. You rolled them both up. It appears to me like you've got better angles, and it's hard to say I can't really see as well because I'm where I'm standing, but definitely better angles. You rolled them up. You stood on the outside ski. There's no scissoring, right? And skis came around. It's a good job. That's what we want to see. We know if you can do it once, you can do it all the time. And we're back up to kind of standing tall, right? And ideally, we want to have you, here and the feet out from underneath you. Well, that'll come. Don't worry. It looks like down here you grabbed a tuck right there, and then I think you kind of lean on the inside and lost the outside ski, which is why they're feeling really wide here. And then you kind of just said, didn't go back into your tuck and just stood up through the finish. So let's make sure we're tucking through the finish, fight all the way to the finish, right? But first race of the year, first run, you did okay, not bad. A couple things to work on, and we're going to work on those next weekend.